kí ọgbọ́n fi ìyà jẹ àwọn ọmọ wọn tí ń bẹ láyé kó bá dáàbò bo gbogbo àwọn ọmọ kó dẹ̀ gbé àwọn ọmọ wọn sí ipò gíga lórílẹ̀‐èdè Yorùbá. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́, orúkọ mi ni Sunday Igboho. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́, thank you.
Let the anthem finish playing. Wow, Mokiwa Akwe, welcome back to the second part of the broadcast as we continue the corruption kills if we do not kill corruption. Mokiwa Wama Yoruba, pé àtúkàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì náà tí a ti mú ètò ọ̀rọ̀ òmìnira Yorùbá àti gbogbo ohun tí ó rọ̀ mọ́ Yorùbá Nation campaign. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, as this platform is called the Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Atun Kiyawa Toshalaisi, Kolon Kuba Foriji. The burial details will be communicated at the appropriate time for the benefit of those of us that are asking when is it going to happen. But from the information I've read so far, she will be buried right in America, where I wish is. So fún àǹfààní gbogbo àwa tí à ń béèrè pé ibo ni wọ́n máa sin wọ́n sí, from the information I've read in the last few minutes, our mother will be buried right inside America, where she has lived all her lives after relocating there. So we pray for her, we pray for the family, and we will continue to give you the development as it happens as well. Now let's come back to our own discussion here. As usual, it is now the afternoon time. There will be some other noise at the background. As you all know, this is a mobile studio, so that means there's not much I can do to control the other sound. So if you're not comfortable with that, you can always maybe find some other program to watch, but there's nothing I can do to that. Moki Bogwalen kon si kolon ko foriji iyawa Janet, barrister, Dr. Evangelist Janet Fashakin, kolon ko ton safeferi. Now let's come back to our discussion, because life will continue. As we've all been hearing, there will be a gathering of Yoruba people with Dr. Chief Sunday Igboho. Is a dinner that is happening here in London. For the benefit of those of you that wants to join that dinner, is an £100 a ticket. There is still availability of ticket at the Hilton London Kensington, where you can also join Igboho and many other dignitary that are flying from different part of the world and also from the United Kingdom as well. So it's going to be a fantastic evening. If you can make it for £100, you can join us as well. And if you cannot make the dinner, the next one will be for you to join us at the rally that will be held in London, right from the BBC Broadcasting House in Portland Place, London, W1A 1 Alpha Alpha. The closest tube station is Oxford Circles on the Victoria line, or also right on the Bekelu line or the Central line as well. So that is something that for the benefit of those of you that wants to join us as well. So Moki gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé a very good evening and welcome as we probably have an hour and a half depending on how the program will run. I just thought we should complete the final part of that program that we were doing earlier. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa corruption and how corruption has had a big impact, in the lives of, many Nigerians. Corruption is the reason why there's a lot of Boko Haram. Corruption is the reason why you don't have, quality life. Corruption is the reason why your life has been very miserable. Corruption is the reason why the Nigerian economy is diving down rather than picking up, because according to what we read, over $25 trillion have been stolen from Nigeria from 1960 títí di wákàtí. Owó tó yẹ kó fi sínú industry, properties, road, education, research and other things, gbogbo owó yẹn ni wọ́n ti kó jẹ. And ìdí tí Nigeria ò ṣe progress òun nìyẹn. So fáǹfààní ẹ̀yàn ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ máa ń sọ pé Nigeria is gonna progress, Nigeria máa ní development, kò ní ever ní any kind of development, because ìlú tó bá ti ń kówó jẹ bí wọ́n ṣe ń kó jẹ nínú Nigeria yẹn, kò séye àdúrà tẹ́ lè gbà, kò séye as much tẹ́ lè prefer láti ní ẹ̀fẹ́ tó máa fún yín ní that kind of development. So rather than having development, there will be no prosperity, there will be no unity. Moriyawo Tinubu, these are criminals that are telling us that they want a united Nigeria. But when they were playing the election, they were playing, the bigotry, they were playing the nepotism and all sorts. But today, they are now promoting the unity of Nigeria through a fabric. I mean, we have fabric, Lumajekawa unite. I don't know how these people are thinking. Because see, unity money in Nigeria, even the fabric industry was destroyed. So, according to the news that is filtering out in the last few hours, the wife of your president, Remi Tinubu, fair unity, Nigeria. I will not be mentioning names, but I welcome you all. Share the program because of our time and also because, we want just to crack on as quickly as possible, especially in Temangbo Alatile. Sometimes, we waste too much of your time, but Emma Binusiwa, wish there's much we can do, but there's nothing we can do because, we have to do what we have to do. So now, Tebanoti, we were talking about, if we shall kill corruption in our country. How about kill corruption? Tabagba Yoruba country. It will be a total waste of time, because the reason why Tipupo Noishin struggle in Nigeria lately is because the corruption is a big, pandemic. And it is important that we allow corruption not to exist by the time Tabade, our next, independent country. But what I'm about to show you now is part of the corruption of Remi Tinubu and his government under his husband, Jagaban, the bodilon of, Ikoyi, that have stolen so much out of Lagos State, enriched himself, and now is claiming he's a billionaire, even though Amokwe, Lagos State, Tinubu Tijali. But look at this headline from the This Day, and it's also in all the other newspapers. Oluremi Tinubu unveils hashtag One Nigeria, if you want that. Hashtag One Nigeria stroke unity fabric to be worn on Independence Day. They are trying. They know that the end of Nigeria is coming. And they are pushing everything to see maybe bóyá ọkàn wa lè yí padà látara Nàìjíríà. Inten wo níwájú yín òun ni aṣọ tí Remi Tinubu àtàwọn gangs of criminals tó ń pera wọn ní. And I want to remind you of this, our father that died on Monday last week. Ó ti pé 1 week nísìn. We played the video earlier. We see if we can play it again. Mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ rántí pé he's not sleeping. He died after 1 hour. Bí Remi Tinubu ò gbọ́ pé ní ṣáìdì ibi ọ̀nà Òkè Ògùn kò sí hospital, kò kò sí kankan tó ń ṣiṣẹ́, kò sí títì, kò sómi, but in tó já wọn lójú, in tó kàn wọ́n nísìn, òun ni kán sọ̀rọ̀ nípa fabric, bó ṣe máa join wa together pẹ̀lú aṣọ wíwọ̀ nínú Nàìjíríà, ṣe rí pé orí wọn pé. So they are telling us that we should go and buy this fabric, or maybe that is the kind of fabric that will unite us. I am asking the question this afternoon, is it the fabric that will unite Nigeria? Is a question, and I want us to answer if you understand what I'm talking about. Do you think that, Remi Tinubu unveiling one Nigeria unity fabric? Number one, what is the meaning of unity? So let's go and find out the meaning of unity according to the English dictionary today. So Tabani, unity, what is the meaning? And how do we, explain it to a layman?
Unity.
Spell uniform, November, India, Tango, Yankee.
Unity.
Kí ló ń pè ní?
Unity.
Do you think that Nigeria will ever be united? Whether we remain one, or we are trying to remain one. Do you think that Nigeria, this your messed up country that British created in 1914, fraudulent amalgamation, in general, there will ever be a united Nigeria? Because Remi Tinubu is unveiling, unveil something that they want us to feel cool. They want us to look good. Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, and all other ethnic groups that are joined together. And we are not tribes. Nobody should ever tell you that we are tribes. Morawari, we are all different people, and we don't want to live together under one block called Nigeria. And whether they like it or not, the end of Nigeria is coming like the end of what we saw with the Titanic. So the meaning of unity, according to the English dictionary this afternoon, is the state of being united or joined as a whole. And let me repeat that again. The meaning of
unity,
the state of being united or joined as a whole. We know that our joining of Nigeria by British in 1914 was a mistake. It was never meant to be. And if we do not destroy that contraction, it's going to kill every single one of us before our ripe age to die. You can look on the screen, on your right-hand side, and you can see that that man died on Monday because there was no good medical service to support him. Let me play that video back again to you.
Wọ́n kàn lọ wọ́n ń wò ní ṣùgbọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí rescue àbàtì tí mo jẹ́ èmi láti pé kí n dúró kí n rescue rẹ̀ pé kí ara rẹ̀ kó fi wálẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn táwọn rántí bùdó wọn pé kí wọ́n pè yín wá àti ìrí wọn kí wọ́n dé mo ti lò ń bì nísìnyí ó ti lò ní bíi 3 hours tí mo ti dúró ń bì ó ti lé wákàtí 3 tá à ń retí.
Now you heard the mother. She's a rescue alert. But a rescue alert doesn't have any medical equipment. She doesn't have anything more than the fact that she was trained as a rescue alert. But the government has not provided all the necessary things for rescue alert. Because you can be in the motorbike and you can have that box that has all the medical equipment. The first aid is called. But I can confirm that he died eventually before they get him back to the town. But rather than these crazy government try to fix our health care, try to make sure that the lives of meaningful Nigerians, whether they agree with Yoruba Nation or Biafra or Arewa or the breakup of Nigeria, they are not interested in that. Rather, Remi Tinubu is unveiling a one Nigeria unity fabric. If you don't know the meaning of fabric, and I'm sure all these fabric are imported from China and Indonesia and I believe India. But in the 60s, during the Western region, the Yorubas under the Baba Awolowo, we know how many fabric and industry that we have. All that is no longer available. But today, Remi Tinubu is unveiling what we call one Nigeria unity fabric. So they are deceiving themselves. You are trying to force Igbo to love Nigeria. They're not going to love Nigeria. If you like, bring many Igbo people, take picture with them. You know, it doesn't matter. You are trying to force Yoruba to love Nigeria. We don't want to love Nigeria. We hate Nigeria so much that Nigeria has taken lives out of so many of us, and that is one many that we can talk about. That is a Yoruba man that eventually died. So Biaka sọ fún Remi Tinubu pé, look, a Yoruba man died last week Monday. He had a cloth on. He doesn't need a Nigerian unity fabric. All he's asking for is the basic amenities, you know, good health care, good life, good road network, good water, education, and social amenities. But rather, they can waste so much money and be talking about unveiling one Nigerian unity when the person they are unveiling the unity for have just died. One of them just died last week Monday. Bàbá tẹ̀ ń wò nísàlẹ̀ yẹn ó ti kú. After 3 hours, they were waiting for somebody to support them. So if you are one of those stupid Nigerians, I know Nigeria is still a country, but rather than you know, start to support the dissolution of Nigeria, your stupidity doesn't want you to accept the truth that there is no amount of unity that can unite us anymore, because we were never one until the British forced their stupid amalgamation on our lives. So let's now go back to the English dictionary to try and find out the meaning of that word unity. And I hope I'm communicating. What is the meaning of
unity?
Unity is being together or at one with someone or something. So we, the Yorubas, have always been with the Igbos since the 60s, since the 19th century after the fraudulent amalgamation and the Hausa. These are the three major ethnic indigenous people. We are not tribes. Nobody should ever tell you we are tribes. Morawari. There's a meaning for tribe, there's a meaning for indigenous people, and there's a meaning for ethnic. Everything has a meaning. It is the opposite of being divided. We are so divided that Remi Tinubu is now trying to unite us. She's crazy. She's a crazy woman, because Tobansheko crazy ni. That is not what we need now. What they should be discussing now is how to divide us, because we're not ever going to be united. Look, go on the social media and see how the Igbos continue to bash the Yoruba bash the Igbos. We hate so much that, you know, even we cannot tolerate each other. That is the kind of hatred. And this hatred is because the British created it for a purpose. So if you're one of those Igbos that hate Yoruba, it's understandable. That's what the British want. If you're one of the other as well that hate the Hausa, look, we are all human people. We are all human beings. But for the fact that they forced us to live together, you think the German love the English people. They don't love them, but the English people still go to Germany and had a good life. You think the Italian loves the Spanish. They don't love each other, but tonight, if I'm right, English team, Liverpool, if I'm right, because I'm not a football fan, and AC Milan will be playing. They might not like each other, but they have to play under this European League or whatever they call it. So we can have a divided country, and we can then play under, you know, African Nations Cup as a Yoruba nation country, as an Arewa country, as a Biafra country, and how many countries that wants to come out as well, because, you know, we've seen evidence of countries that are not even up to 1 million. But the fact that a Yoruba man is telling you, oh, no, we can be united. What we are lacking is leadership. You are crazy, Oriope. You are a bomb bastard. Let us go and lack that leadership under our own territory. I don't want to lack leadership in a fraudulent, corrupt Nigeria. That Babakitoye told us that if you do not kill the corruption will kill every single one of you. And like I said, a lot of you will die before your 52 years old birthday. It's not because you want to die, it's because the system is just not viable, it's not working. So it's better we kill Nigeria before it kills us. And if you are still one of those that doesn't want to kill Nigeria, look, the constitution of Nigeria just killed this Yoruba man. That's the only way I can put it. Because the fraudulent constitution, we talked about it so many times. This man is expecting the constitution to protect him, to make sure that he gets a dignity while he was alive, but he never got one. Rather, he died. So how many more do you want us to lose before we cry out? And don't cry to God. God has already divided that country with a river Niger. And British knew that, but because of their criminal activities on the soil, because of the resources that they're interested in, don't expect them to tell you that, we should not divide Nigeria. So I don't know where this criminal, Iyawo Tinubu, this woman called, Remi Tinubu, that was lambasting the Igbo people during the Lagos, the evidence is out there. But lambasting Igbo people. Now she wants to unite the same Igbo people to love Nigeria. The same Igbo people that British and Nigeria killed, over 5 million of them. So, you have not united Nigeria since the Biafra war. You now want to unite Nigeria because you are the president. You are crazy. You only have 4 years tenure. You go now, the Hausa comes in and it will still be merry-go-round. So we don't want to live in that kind of society. We are not interested. What we want now is a total dissolution of Nigeria. And it's going to happen, and we are going to do everything within the capacity of the media to continue to highlight the fake country called Nigeria, because Nigeria is a fake country put together in a fraudulent gangster way. Because what they did was they created Nigeria and then took the resources and then moved it out. And today, corruption has now become #1 crime against humanity. And that is why this young man died, because there was no support system to help him before he died. May his soul rest in peace. Maybe Yahweh Tinubu, Remi Tinubu should listen to this.
Impediment to Yoruba development. It's the impediment to Yoruba development. Without Nigeria, we will be where we are. 1962, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had building before South Africa. Now look at where we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. Why are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces? I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The process of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
As you've seen, the 1914 amalgamation is the reason why we lost another Yoruba man last week, Monday. How many more Yoruba people, how many more Hausa people must die because of the injustice in the north against them by the Fulani? How many more Middle Beltans have to die? How many more Christians have to die in Kaduna because they are Christians? How many more Muslims have to die because they are Muslim and they disagree with the ideology of the terrorism and the Boko Haram? Why are we telling lies against ourselves that we want to force ourselves to unite? Maybe I should show you these. Okay? Remember, we told you, and don't look at that woman's breast that I'm showing you. We thought it was going to be less than that, but we have now confirmed that after 1 year of Tinubu, over 13,500 human lives have lost. As at last year, it was just under 6,900. I showed you this before. Now we have to calculate this man as well. This one did not die of Fulani terrorists. He died of no medical facility in that crazy messed up country that you're calling a country. But that is never meant to be a country. Now, look at the screen. Former Yugoslavia, these are the countries that came out of it. Slovenia left that union in 1991. Heaven never dropped. Yoruba will leave Nigeria. Heaven is not going to drop, okay? You that stupid Yoruba man saying shut up or denier. Heaven ò ní sọ̀kalẹ̀. Bóhun ẹ̀ kó pe Jésù títí kó pànábì kó pe babaláwo kò ní sí nǹkankan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ju pé gbogbo wa gbọ́dọ̀ padà sí territory wa kólúkálukú lọ deal pẹ̀lú ra wọn. We don't want to be dealing with, the Hausas as part of Nigeria. I don't have that strength, because every time you want to fight them, they will use this fake constitution, they will use their army. Let us have a Yoruba country where corruption will be used to buy anybody. We will buy you to Bati Jali, even if it's me that have dived my hand into the government coffer. Let them buy me. It's as simple as that. I don't have to be existing. So we will buy you. I'm a buy the country that will be. It's part of the constitution. We must buy you. I'm a kicking. There's no reason why you should be alive. Because the money that they are meant to use to fix the road, you have stolen the money, you want to take it to abroad, we're going to buy you and your family will be detained. We will put them in the prison so that your generation will come up and they'll be telling your next generation that your father stole money from the Yoruba government. So nobody would dare want to steal. We'll buy you. So let's look at the former Yugoslavia. For those of you that keep thinking, oh, it's not going to happen, you are stupid. In 1991, it was happening in our lifetime. Up to 2006, Serbia left the Union. Kosovo left. It was streams of blood, but everybody left on their own. This country might not be doing well, but they are independent today. Montenegro, those are the countries that some of you bastard Yoruba people, if you look at Winnipeg, those of you that believe in Nigeria anyway, not the ones that doesn't believe in Nigeria. You want to go and study in Croatia. You forgot that in 1991, Croatia were fighting for their own freedom. You're right. They can't continue forcing us to be together. They should please allow people to vote and decide whether they want to vote for unity, fabric or separation. It is time, that they allow people to decide. But Remi Tinubu said, look, it's about the fabric. Fabric, we're talking about human life here that are being, pie every day, and they're talking about fabric. What has fabric got to do with this? We don't want to be part of Nigeria. It is not a must that we have to be part of Nigeria. We don't want Nigeria. British created Nigeria. So let's take you to Macedonia. Macedonia is also doing very well. So while I'm looking at this country, what I'm going to do is, let me be giving you some of the background. We'll come back to, Remi Tinubu. I think she's crazy. Because how can she be telling us that she will use fabric, that we are going to wear on 1st of October to unite us? These people are crazy. We are talking about division that is on the table, separation that is on the, and don't look, separation is not a war. So I'm going to tell you some of those countries. So we're going to start with Slovenia. So while you are watching the screen, I'll be giving you details about this country that you have on the screen. Okay, there might be those of you here that I can't show you anything. Shout out to every one of you. Please share the program and invite your other colleagues that are still thinking that they can fix the problem of Nigeria. Even Showore cannot fix Nigeria. That is why he wants revolution, so that everybody fight and we can go back to our tentacle. Now, Slovenia is 2.1 million according to the World Bank. Look, Slovenia left Yugoslavia in 1991. Heaven did not fall down. Maybe it is, but I'm giving you the background. I'm on the Google while you are looking at the screen. If you want to Google by, their capital is called Ljubljana. Their dialing code is +386. The area is about 20,271 kilometers. Their official language is not English. They don't have to speak English. They don't know anything called English. It is Britain that forced us to go and be speaking English. We are Yoruba. Yoruba lo eka ma so. Yoruba lo eka ma fi se gbogbo nǹkan kó tó di pa ló ń kọ́ ABC. Kò sí tó kàn wá pẹ̀lú ABC. Èdè wa lo eka fi kọ́. Chinese doesn't care about English. That's why they send their children to come and study here, learn a bit of English, and return back home. But our nation, we've used English to do corruption, to steal, to kill, to maim, and you want us to remain in that contraction. And Yoruba people that have PhD, that have master, will be telling you, no, let's get good leader. Everything will be smooth. You are bastard. Oloshinia, I say it. Any Yoruba man that is still supporting Nigeria, you're a bastard. I'm saying it. You don't have to support Nigeria. Why do you have to support Nigeria when we're talking about preservation of the Yoruba people? We have to preserve who we are. If not, one day you will no longer be bearing anything called Yoruba anymore. Look, the Chinese will just be doing all their rubbish on our soil, the Indian, the Pakistan, the Lebanese, everybody, So let's get Yoruba country and get the hell out of the mess. So Slovenia, their official language is Slovenia, okay? Their GDP is 60 billion. Please, it's not a big country, 2 million. That's about population of Alimosho local government or there. Now you go to Alimosho, you'll be fighting there to get the boss. Alimosho is meant to be a country of its own, if we look at it as an equivalent. So maybe some of you don't understand, but we have to open your skull and explain things to you, because some of you, Bia Ashemama Koini Koni, and so Nigeria or country. It can look, if you like, go to any of your church, whether Babadeboye, Kumoyi, Farasin, every one of them, and be shouting, pray for Nigeria. God is not going to answer that prayer, because Nigeria is an evil country. Evil country that has killed its own citizen. And what we need to do now is to kill it before it kills more citizens, because we can't be continuing like that. So Benny, Samson, or not Chase say nothing is precious than freedom, but many Nigerians don't understand that. All they want is, they want to become SSA, they want to steal money as well. When we have Yoruba country, if you steal money, we will pay you. We're going to pay you. It's as simple as that. We are not going to be going to court and be allowing you to have it. You will not have even legal team to support you and represent you. Now, we go pay you straight away. Now, let's go to the next country. Anything you want to know more about Slovenia before we move away from Slovenia is in Slovenia is a country in the Central Europe. Should we look at their passport, the passport index? Let's look at their passport index to see where they are. Again, okay. Let's first is it part of European country? Maybe, I don't know. Let's ask. Is Slovenia? Okay, let's look at the passport index. According to the passport index, and that will tell us which country they can go to, which country they cannot visit. The Slovenia passport, if you happen to have a Slovenia passport, these are the countries that you will travel to. And don't come and tell me Nigerian passport, you can travel to many places as well. You cannot even go to South Africa. Hey, love South Africa. So let's see. You can visit. I want to look at top countries that many of us. So if you have a Slovenia passport, if you manage to get their children, go there and sort out your immigration and you jackpot there, because UK is getting tough, but if you can make it here, God bless you. Don't come and tell me how to get here. I don't care. You can go to Belgium for visa free. The country that is 2.5 million. You can't be inside a country of 200 million. Your country passport, no go Belgium. And Belgium has good relationship with Nigeria. No be juju be that. So some of you think that when we sit here, we don't know what we are talking about. This is how you look at country. Is it the bigger you want or to be smaller, and then you can manage yourself? Because Nigeria cannot manage you. Nigeria itself cannot manage itself. So if you're one of those expecting Nigeria will manage you, Nigeria will make you to die, and you will die quicker than even what God created for you to live. So we know now that a Slovenia passport will take you to Belgium. So let's go and look at another big country. I don't want to look at African country, because most of them are shit. Anyway. So let's go and look at Denmark, another beautiful place. If you have a Slovenia passport, just travel straight into Denmark. It's visa free. 2 million people. Let's look at another country. France. Why many of us struggle to travel from UK to Nigeria? If you don't have a British passport, you better make sure that you have Shanghai visa before you book that Air France, because they will disrespect you at Heathrow Airport. Okay, one of my friends wanted to travel. They disrespected him. He had to buy a new ticket. He has to buy another African ticket because he thought he can just. Yeah, you have indefinite stay. You have student visa, and you think you can just book any airline. No. They don't respect that Nigerian passport. I know it's still a country. We still have that passport. I still have my own. There's nothing wrong in that. It's still a country. But what we are saying is that, if you want to go to your country now, you want to go through Air France, you then have to go and apply for Shanghai visa, a country of 200 million. And Tinubu keeps going there for medical treatment. But a country that is only 2 million, don't go in Slovenia, just buy ticket, arrive in France, they say, welcome, enjoy yourself, because they know that you're not going to stay there. They know you're going back to your country. It's only we that will leave our country, and we are not going back home as well. So let's take another one. Germany. A lot of you would love to visit Germany. As a Slovenia passport, you can go to Germany. Ghana is requiring visa. Look at your African country. Ghana say if your Slovenia passport wants to come to Ghana, they need a visa. Let's go and look at Nigeria. I'm sure Nigeria will tell them they need a visa as well. Nigeria now Mashakodai. So if you're Slovenia and you want to go to Nigeria, you will definitely, it's an e-visa for 90 days. Okay. All right. Interesting time ahead in the life of Yoruba people that doesn't understand nothing. Well, even to come to UK, a Slovenian passport, you can stay here for 180 days. And they will tell you, we are Commonwealth citizens. If they born you well, just go and buy a ticket and go to Muritala Mohammed Airport and say you are going to UK. They will knock your head off. You think because your country is big, because Obama is saying, the biggest Black Africa, all this nonsense talk that tell you, it's fake. They know that it's not a giant. Nigeria is not a giant. It's not even an elephant. It's an ant. So now I've given you the background of Slovenia. Now let's go and look at another country out of these, countries that we're talking about. So let's go and look at Macedonia. Macedonia, another country, Macedonia. So Macedonia, again, this population 2 million, just almost the same size with the first one known as Slovenia. So Macedonia, they don't have to speak English. It's in continent, it's Europe. They don't not even understand English. The official language is Albania or Macedonia. Okay, so let's go to the next country. Central Serbia. So Central Serbia is another country that we're going to look into right now. Some of you don't understand what freedom is. You think freedom is moi. Central Serbia, also referred to as Serbia proper, is a region of Serbia lying outside the autonomous province of Vojvodina to the north, and a dispute with Kosovo. There's still a dispute there. The largest city is Belgrade. Okay, so again, all these small countries. Let's look at the population of Serbia. So population again is just under 5 million. So they are a little bit bigger than the rest of the other ones. So in case Tobanroque, you need a big country to operate. You don't need it. Why are you praying to be in a big country that is shit? Oh, corruption is there. Your life is miserable. Death is coming to every single one of you every day because of the insecurity. Now, let's go and look at Kosovo. So Kosovo again, its currency is euro. Some of this country, Kosovo official, the Republic of Kosovo, is a country in the Southeast Europe with a partial diplomatic recognition. Partial. Kosovo lies a landlocked in the central of the Balkans, bordered by Serbia to the north and the east, North Macedonia to the southeast. We talk about capital is Pristina. The population 1.5 million. So big country. Let's have a Yoruba country that is just under 60 something million or whatever the number is, and we can do well with ourselves. We can do well with our lives before we will all get very old, very, very old, and then we will go back to our creator. But you don't want that. You still want Babangida, all these criminals that they're going to die very soon anyway. It's just that they don't want to die, but eventually they will die because death is going to come to them, especially for the evil they've done on each and every single one of us. So let's go quickly and touch the next one. Montenegro. Again, Montenegro, the population is just under, this one, they don't even reach 1 million. Okay? So you stupid Yoruba man, Yoruba woman telling me to shut up. We want to be in Nigeria. Keep me aboard Nigeria for you. Your life have been miserable. If you're in Nigeria, it's miserable. If you're outside Nigeria, it's miserable. Okay? The only thing that we enjoy is our own culture where we are. So if they are doing party today in Yoruba community, you will see them wearing Yoruba outfit. If they are doing Igbo community, you will see them wearing Igbo outfit. I don't know whether outside they do any party in Europe. I don't see them much, So why are you not wearing a Nigerian outfit? Why are you not wearing a Nigerian clothes? Why are you not eating a Nigerian food? You know why? Because there's nothing called Nigeria. There's nothing called Nigeria. And maybe you don't know that. Maybe I should tell you with this.
There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves. We are not Nigerian. Okay, where is Nigeria? Where is the land called Nigeria? What is the Nigerian language? We are nations that had been forced together to live in one pathetic country. So anybody who goes there today to say pray for Nigeria, that person is just deceiving himself, because the people who want to be that Nigeria are not sat down to agree if they want to be Nigeria.
But the way the woman called Remi Tinubu wants us to unite in Nigeria. She wants us to unite so that we all go and buy this fabric, Alorasho, and then October 1st, Koiki will wear that uniform, and you will wear it as well, and we will all meet in Nigerian High Commission, and we will shake our hand and say we love each other. Yeah, I mean, we are human beings, we love each other naturally, but we don't want to be in the same country. Not everything in this country we love, but we don't have any choice. We are living here, we respect their laws. You cannot abuse the gay, you cannot abuse the lesbian. It's because you say you want to live here. If you don't want to live in that society, you go back to a country where they will oppress you. So a lot of us are living here to manage ourselves here. We are given opportunity. A lot of what I'm doing here, I can't do it in Nigeria. It's not a country, and that is meant to be a democracy. But it looks like, Tinubu is now operating, a craziness. So where is the Nigerian language? Where is the Nigerian land? You, this stupid idiot that will come and be telling us is about leadership. We are not talking about leadership here. Come and give me the landmark. Which one is Nigerian land? Which one is Nigerian language? Which one is Nigerian food? Come bastard. So let's move swiftly because there's still more. So Montenegro, you where you want to go Montenegro now, they go tell you, do you have a visa? What are you coming to do in our country? The population is not even 700,000. The whole population of Montenegro this evening is 617,213. It's not even up to some of our local government. So let's move swiftly and go to the next one before the last. Croatia, I'm sure a lot of them, I think Croatia, they play good football. In so one player on footballer to that. Their population is not that much. It's not even up to 4 million. It's only 3.8 million, according to the World Bank. Their language is Croatian. They know they speak English. They don't understand English. English is a fraud by Britain. Their capital is Zagreb. Croatia, officially the Republic of Croatia, is a country in the Central and the Southeast Europe on the coast of the Adriatic Sea, which we have sea, River Niger. They don't divide us. Eledumare divide us. Stay your own lane. Everybody stay on their own until they pour oil and water, put them together, and then Tinubu says, look, Koiki, just help me tell your people on this platform that I've brought a new clothes. It's good for every one of us to wear it in October 1st. It will unite us. So it looks like Nigerian football is not uniting us anymore. So, they've now gone to bring this fabric to come and unite us. Let's talk about the last country before we move swiftly forward as well. Yes, so Croatia, they have a good football team. I know that because I think at least if I don't even know football, I know a little bit. So the last country is called Bosnia. So let's go and look at Bosnia. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a country on the Balkan Peninsula in the southeastern Europe. It is a countryside. It's home to medieval villages, just like which we have. The population again is 3.2 million. They have a language, Serbian, Croatian, or Bosnia. So Yoruba people, which language you be your own? No? English. Stop speaking vernacular, idiots. So it's just on a lighter note. We're not here to curse you. We're not here to disrespect you. It's just to bring your conscious mind that whatever we're experiencing in our life in that contraction today is not our fault. It's the fault of our forefathers that probably did not finish the fight to not even allow the 1914 amalgamation to exist in the first place. So what we can do now is to stop it. And we got to stop it now because there is not much time. We don't have the time. If you keep saying, let's do it another year, you are giving room to criminal politicians from Edo to Imo to North to the Southeast to the Southwest. They are all criminal politicians. That is their job. The job of criminals are criminals. Fayoshi is a criminal. Fayemi is a criminal. Name every one of them. The Igbo one, they are criminal. I thought the Benue State one, until I realized it's also a criminal. The one that was the former governor, that I interviewed the other time. They are all criminals. And when they finish the governorship, they go and sit in the Senate. They sit down there. They will bribe their way in. They don't want to go because that is part of the corruption. And they know that when we have a Biafra country, you dare not corrupt. When you have a Yoruba country, I don't know whether they will allow corruption, but we must not tolerate corruption when we have our country. So, as we prepare you, maybe again, we remind you that if you do not allow the country to dissolve, you are preparing for more problem ahead. Listen to this, I'm coming back.
Thinking about how we've been having unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this would help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought forth, not to bore you, first, and I quote, not my statement. Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the former Prime Minister of the Western region. The second one, and I quote, "It is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit."
Careful, don't.
This accredited to Sir Amado Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. He taught, and I quote, "Since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country, but the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country.
If you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. And if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, please try and do so. Should I say Somali visa? Try and do so as quickly as possible, because the zoo is on the path of destruction. And there is nothing man can do for the rest. Mark today's date and what I'm telling you. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension.
I love that word. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension. If you like, look, call America to come and save Nigeria. America cannot save Nigeria. Britain, that they live inside, cannot save Nigeria. They know that. France, Germany. If they like, let them put all their military together, go inside Nigeria. Now we get the land. Not the America get them. Not the Britain get them. It was all the fraud from British Empire that we are now going to destroy. We're going to destroy it. That's the right word. We're going to destroy it. How are we going to destroy it is what you want to know. You're not going to know that. It's not. We are not acting movie here. Look, British know what I'm talking about. We're going to destroy that last empire. We will bring it down. This generation. This our generation. Forget about the generation that left that couldn't complete the job. The Awolowo and the Zik and all that, because there were too much frictions that the British was adding to their own, because they didn't want them to come together there. So when people say, hey, don't do with the Igbos. Shut up. I will do with the Igbos to destroy Nigeria. That is the job that we are doing now. Use our media to destroy everything called Nigeria. British MI5 know that I'm talking about this. It's nothing. It's called self-determination. Even the Scottish people want exit out of this union. I don't see United Kingdom holding for another couple of decades. Maximum 2 decades. This country will collapse. Scotland will go their separate ways. Wales will go their separate ways. And everybody will decide, their fate. Bomb bastard politicians, criminals. Now, because I need to go and make, I know I'm not in Nigeria. My daughter needs to eat. So I'm going to play this video. It's going to take a while. Listen to your Boko Haram, Sambisa forest. How IBB created another country inside Nigeria. We used to thought that Sambisa was one place that we cannot see on the map. It's like a deep forest. Nalayo, listen to this man. You'll be shocked that Sambisa is another country of its own inside Nigeria. Only God knows how many resources is there that they protect it. IBB surround it with fence. You know how much I don't know, but they're criminal. That's why he went to build his house in the hilltop, and he will not stand up till he die, because that his leg will never stand up. If you like, let him spend another 30 years on this world. He will not stand up on his feet like we used to know him as a military man, because he killed Delegiwa and so many innocent Nigerians, and he will see until Biafra will come out. You know, if it Obasanjo, like, let him sleep in Mina 200-300 times, we will break Nigeria. The end of Nigeria is where we are. Whether it's spiritual people talking or not, we are determined. We will use our media to expose the lies that the British have done for a very long time, and that's exactly what we're doing. So let me go and prepare, you know, my daughter dinner. Enjoy this one, and I'll be listening from my kitchen. If you're new to this platform, all you can do for me is just share the program and enjoy it as well.
This man was kidnapped by Boko Haram in 2014. How many of you remember the story of how Boko Haram kidnapped Chibok girls? They wanted him to be a teacher in Sambisa Forest, and he's going to share his story today. So can you tell us what happened?
Yes, in 2014, I was in school. Boko Haram came to me. They said that they will take me to Sambisa to be their teacher in Sambisa. So from that, I have nothing to say. I just agree. They take me to to Sambisa. They give me one room aside. They put me inside that room. About three weeks ago, I didn't get anything. They only give me water to drink. I spent 3 weeks without taking food, without taking bath. So they take me out. They said, okay, let's go to our elder. That is their commander. We call Shekau. So we went there. They said that, look at this man. She's a teacher from Adama State. She's a teacher. So we bring him here to teach our children. I even check her with Shekau. She say, you are welcome. I said, thank you, sir. We check her very well. So from there, one of their commander called Bana from Bama. He called to me. He said, okay, madam, so tomorrow you are going to start our your teaching. I said, okay, sir, thank you. They give me chalk and they give me the textbook that I'm going to teach. So he told me there, and from there I saw that girl that I told you that I saw her there. So as I entered the class, they will stand up and say, Assalamu alaikum. That is greeting. I say, alaikum salam. I say, Julius, that is sit down. The seat. So that man, he surveys me. How can I go to start this teaching? I write on the board. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I write on the board. That in the name of the Father. I write it. Then I start explaining. I write alphabet in the with a language of Arabic. I write it. Batasa up to Z in Arabic language. Then man says, he can't find to me. He says that yes, you are really preferred teacher, but we are not going to leave you to go. You are here since you are here up to your date here. I said no problem, sir. I agree.
Wait, I'm trying to understand. Okay, so they told you you'll be here till you die. Now you are going to, okay, they brought him to a classroom to test his proficiency if he can actually write in Arabic, because they wanted him to teach the students in the Sambisa Forest Arabic. Now I'm curious, does Boko Haram have any issues with mathematics and English?
No, sir.
Then why were they angry at you that you were teaching mathematics and English?
They say is bad, that is haram. That is Boko Haram. This Boko is actually when you are teaching, or you are a teacher, or you are working, you are a policeman, you are a soldier, whatever you are, whatever you are. If you are not speaking Arabic language, you are not teaching a religion that is Arabic. Is all what you are doing is haram.
Okay, I'm trying to understand something here. A lot of us might not know what Boko Haram means. I think Boko means Western education, and then Haram means forbidden. So what it stands for is that Western education is forbidden, and they were angry at him that why is he teaching English and mathematics? Why is he not teaching Arabic? That was when he was adopted, and they kept him there for 3 weeks. He did not bathe, he did not eat any food. He was only drinking water. How did you survive for 3 weeks without food?
Yes, sir. This is how they give me that punishment. So after 3 weeks, one woman called Fatima, she brought me small food and soup. She said, "Look at this food. I'm the one who grow it, but not their wish. I just hide this food for you because I'm a human being. Human being cannot live without eating food. But don't tell them I'm the one who did it for you." So she hiding it inside that we call a gown. She hiding it. Then she do it for me. She begging me, "Don't tell them that I'm the one who give you this food." I said no. She begging. She begging me seriously.
Wait, but how did you survive 3 weeks without food? It's unbelievable if you ask me.
No.
You survived 3 weeks without food?
Yes. 3 weeks without food, any water. God who made me.
Wow. You went through a lot.
Yes. So
you started teaching them?
Yes. I'm teaching them with this hunger.
When you started teaching them, they began to feed you, right?
Yes. When they began to feed me, so they carry me to other room. They transfer me from that room to other room near commander called Shekau. So from there, if in the morning, all of us in the morning, we are used to go to that place and greet that man. If you see that man, Shekau, you are not greeting that man. He's a Boko Haram. He's very jovial. He's playing and he's talking jovial to you, and he's not talking something bad for the poor men.
Join me on the
as a watchman.
other net platform.
Yes.
I'm going to end this one because I need to pick up a call from you.
And you told them that you're not going anywhere.
Yes.
That you'll stay.
Yes.
You started enjoying the place.
Yes. So, sir, actually,